Well, the gathering of the world's biggest military alliance, NATO, comes as some countries express concern over a wider regional conflict in the wake of the war between Israel and Hamas. From Berlin, the India correspondent Trent Murray has the latest.
Well, foreign ministers from NATO member countries come together at a time of increased conflict and concern in Europe and the region more broadly. We know for that reason it is a jam-packed agenda ahead for these ministers as they get together. Jens Stoltenberg, the leader of NATO, said that Israel and the situation with Gaza and Hamas would be one of the top agenda items. He called for an extension of that ceasefire in order to try and allow more hostages to be released. He also called on Iran to rein in what he described as their proxies, Syria, Yemen, the Islamist Shiite group Hezbollah in Lebanon, saying that if they continue to get involved, then it could spill into a wider regional conflict. We also know Ukraine will form a very large part of the discussions. There is very real concern here in Europe that going into the winter, the Ukrainians could continue to be bogged down and could even face ammunition shortages, which could hamper their efforts to try and reclaim territory lost to the Russians over the past 18 months or so. And then, of course, there is the discussion of Sweden, the newest NATO member, or certainly wants to be. It's still not able to get into the military alliance yet, and that is because President Erdogan of Turkey has still not signed off on their application. We understand the legislation is currently in the Turkish parliament, but several Turkish media sources are saying they do not expect it to be approved in time for this foreign ministers' meeting wrapping up. Trent Murray for DD India, Berlin.